Good morning, crafty friends. It's Sue, your Not So Crafty Crafter, and I am here with my Saturday morning make. If you're not familiar, Saturday Morning Makes, or Satmorn Makes, is the brainchild of Jill Norwood, where she has created a place where if you use the hashtag Satmorn Makes, SATMORNMAKES, you can freely share your makes. I'm a paper crafter, so I'm typically sharing cards or maybe a gift box or such. But it can be any type of craft that you do. Jewelry making, crocheting, Cricut making, anything that you enjoy doing and creating. I'm going to jump right in. First off, what I like to do is share the supplies I use to make my craft, and then I'll share you the finished show you the finished product. Of course, I always use a wet glue of some sort. Or a tape runner. For this, I used a wet glue. This is Simon Says Stamp Craft Tacky Glue. You can see the bottle is well worn, but I like this. I had mentioned last week that I enjoy using this glue because the way the cap is made, it never clogs. I uncapped this today to go use it, and it was clogged. But it cleaned out relatively easy. I just used a long, like an upholstery needle, a little bit of a thicker needle. Next, of course, I used my embossing buddy and my embossing ink. I do have the VersaFine or the Versamark. Is that what it is? Versamark ink as well. But I've had this a while and I have a refill for it. And I haven't used it in like a year and it's still really nice. You can see the shimmer on my finger. It's nice and wet. So I like using that. I do have little trays that I pour my embossing powder over so I can put it back into my jars easily, but for whatever reason, this has been working for me the last couple of weeks, so I use my, sorry, I have kitties playing. Can you hear them? Oh my goodness. Out, 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 out. Oh my goodness. Sorry. They're having too much fun in here. Then I used some Stampin' Up! Ink. This is an in color from 2022 to 24. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out a way to get these kitties out of here. They're being quite nasty. I'm hoping they don't start screeching at each other. And then I used some things from Stampin' Up! I used this stamp set. I used these two pieces to add some dimension and some color to my card. And I used this on the back of my envelope. And then I used the hello stamp as my sentiment. This is from the, I want to say it's the spring mini catalog. And I bought the whole bundle when I bought this. So it's stamps, it's dies, it's paper, it's embellishments, and it's an embossing folder. I did not use the embossing folder, but I did use these embellishments. Just to add a little sparkle. I'm not going to take them out. They look like they're blue, but it's just the way the light is hitting them. This is the embossing folder, but I did not use it. It's just butterflies all over. I did use the dies. I showed you the stamps already. I used one die out of this set, and it is this giant die. And I'm going to show you there's different ways you can use this die, okay? It is a giant butterfly. Those little pieces don't go in. It's just this big piece. So I did use that. And I made a shaped card today with some embossing on it. This die can be used two different ways. You can use it to make an easel card like this, where the front of the card is cut out in the shape of the butterfly, but it's still attached to the back of the card. So you open the front is the shape, and then the back is flat. Or you can use it the way I used it, where you can actually make a shaped card. The entire card is cut out in the shape of a butterfly, and that's what I did today. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. Sorry, these cats are stressing me out today. This is my card. There's the small butterfly that I stamped on the back of the flap. And then here is the card. It's smaller than I expected, but I cut it out in a yellow card base that I have. I have 2 boxes of these. I have these in the really pretty, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit, these pretty pastels. And then I have these in the darker. I may make another one in a darker color. These are the more primary colors. I bought these last year, and they've been sitting here on my desk, and I've not been using them. So last week I decided I'm going to pull them out, and I'm going to try and whip through some of these and make my cards with these this next couple of weeks. So anyway, here's my finished card. I did use some stamps. Oh, and I forgot 2 important things. These are not Stampin' Up! Items. These are Tim Holtz Distress Glazes. And I use this purple, which is Wilted Violet. And then I use this Uncharted Mariner Blue, thinking because they're a glaze and they're transparent, it would show up more of a green, but it didn't. It actually showed up as this darker, almost like a teal kind of a color. I do like them a lot. And then I added a few of the little embellishments on it. And then I stamped hello in the middle of the card. And then there's my card, my butterfly shaped card. Now I will share something with you on this die that I had not seen in shaped cards before. I don't know if it's a new thing or not. I'm just getting into starting to make these, and I'm not even sure you're going to be able to see it. But on this die, at the very, very top, let's see if it'll, I gotta stand up to see if I can get it. I don't know if you can see, there's an etch right here. It's not at the very top. See, oh, there you go. Can you see that line? There's one on either side of this. You put your card base up against that, and that's what prevents this from cutting through and making 2 pieces instead of 1 attached piece. And I love that. I just noticed that when I was trying to make my card this morning, and I thought, I wonder what that's for. And then it occurred to me, oh, put my card base, the very top of my card. See if I can show you here. Get another card. That's the top of my card base. And I put that up against that. And that will prevent this whole top from coming off. It'll only cut, it'll save those pieces right there so that you will have a shaped card with a flap and both sides are cut. So, very clever. Glad I noticed that because I probably would have been trying to figure it out for a few days. But anyway, that is, oh, there's another. I didn't open this all the way. I thought there was only these dies. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I did know that. I was just too focused on doing this. But anyway, that is my card for today. I hope you enjoy it. The weather here this past week has been amazing. It's been in the 50s. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's going to be a little warmer this week too. The weekend is chilly. It's only going to be like 48 today, but I'll take over negative 20, truly. But I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their weekend. Stay safe if you are in an area that is dealing with weather. Stay warm if you're dealing with cold. And have a great week. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.